set sail on this new sea because there's new knowledge to be gained and new rights to be won, and they must be won and used for the progress of all people. For space science, like nuclear science and all technology, has no conscience of its own. Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man, and only if the United States occupies a position of preeminence can we help decide whether this new ocean will be a sea of peace or a new terrifying theater of war.
This was JFK's "We Chose to Go to the Moon" speech that was presented on May 25th of 1961. This speech discussed the support of a space exploration program that not only called for a man on the moon, but a rover nuclear rocket, weather satellites, and other space projects. A day of importance was marked for the Apollo space program, as they'd receive a tremendous amount of support towards space exploration. However, it wasn't long before the Soviet Union would throw their hat in the ring. What would ensue is a race between two superpowers duking it out in the name of being at the forefront of space travel. The Soviet Union launched the world's first satellite on October 4th of 1957, prompted by America's announcement to launch their own in August of that same year. That satellite was named Sputnik 1. It was only 23 inches in diameter and it stayed in orbit for 21 days. Shortly after, in 1957, the Soviet Union followed up their initial Sputnik launch with Sputnik 2. This was the first biological spacecraft. It was a 4-meter-high cone-shaped capsule with a diameter of 2 meters. Sputnik 2 brought the first dog into orbit around the Earth. The USA responded with 3 satellite launches all within the same year of 1958. This included the first U.S. satellite, a solar-powered satellite, and the first ever communications satellite. This back and forth would continue with the Soviet Union's Luna missions, which would see the first rocket restart mid-travel, the first impact into another celestial body, the Moon, and the world's first look at the far side of the Moon. America developed the spy satellite Discoverer 1 and sent a chimp into space. There was an obvious battle for dominance over which country had the better space program and thus which had more power. The definition of imperialism is a policy of extending a country's power and influence, which is exactly what the USA was doing. Being the pioneers of exploring celestial bodies would prove America's prowess and ambition, thus earning respect in the international arena. On July 20th, 1969, 3 American men would land on the moon. Their names were Neil Armstrong, Edwin E. Aldrin, and Michael Collins. The race to get a man on the moon was over, and the USA won. Because of the moon landing and the space race in general, American technological advancements skyrocketed. These advancements include making computer chips commercially available, helping develop cordless products, and giving the world CAT and MRI scans. What America gained from the space race was the title of being the best in innovation, and with innovation comes power. Power over industry, power over technology as we know it. So, was the moon landing influenced by imperialism? Well, probably.